Hey everyone, I want to welcome you guys to my channel. I am Dreamseer444. For those of you who are new, I want to welcome you to my channel. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. For those of you who are returning, I want to thank you so much for your support. If you are interested in personal readings, the information will be below the video. And I will reiterate, because I need to say this more, you can only book readings through my website. You can email me for information regarding readings, but as far as personal readings go, I'm not accepting anything but through my website. That's for my protection and your protection. I don't like things to be done out of order, okay? So let's take a look here and see what's going on. You got a soulmate. This energy has been coming out lately. And I really feel like a lot of you have been calling in partnerships, whether it's love, romantic, or you're just needing that partnership to help to push you towards your goals. Okay, you may need someone who, and we talked about this, I think it was on Sunday's message, about people coming in to help to push you to the next level. It could be a soulmate in that regard as well. Okay, some of you, you're starting to see something about a connection that you have, or someone's starting to see this with you, okay? There's beauty here, and then there's soulmate, but there's also a snake, all right? So this snake is watching this woman as she's looking at this soulmate connection. It makes me feel like there's either someone on the outside of a connection that is being persuaded, enticed, influenced, to cause some type of interference here, okay? Someone could be listening to snakes, listening to people, telling them something about a connection that either they're in or a connection that they see someone else in. For example, someone could have moved on to find their partner, their soulmate, someone who they're gonna, you know, go on to the next chapter of life with. And there's someone here who is listening to some snake, you know, or voice in their head or whatever regarding this connection. So let's see, what's this going on? I'm going to be using my exhibit deck. If you guys are interested in any of the decks that you see, let me know. I can try to guide you to where I either got them from, or in this case, I created certain decks, you know, that I use. All right. But, someone's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there could be a water sign who's watching, or who's watching someone in a connection, or there is a water sign who's in a soulmate union. Okay. What's up with this water sign? Tell me, what's the energy of the water sign in this reading? Bondage, abuse, and tied up. So there's a water sign who feels restricted from something. It could be a feminine, because this is a feminine who's tied up. There's a water sign who is either tied up and they can't break free from something. So they're just forced to kind of look on, watch someone as they enter a connection. Or this water sign endured a lot of abuse in the past. And this water sign has a beautiful connection coming in. But there's some type of influence when it comes to this person. Like someone could be in this person's ear, in this person's head, trying to persuade this person to not believe in a connection. So you want to be careful about that. If if you've dealt with some type of abuse in the past, you know, whether someone mistreated you, physically harmed you, whatever the case is, it could be restricting you from trusting in love again or moving forward. And that could be, you know, the PTSD. This could be something that is keeping someone from making a move. Yeah, somebody's could be haunted by, it says ghosted, isolation, and mystical. So something here is hidden here. When it comes to this water sign, it's like either they're covering their face, hiding something, or someone's hiding something from them. Someone could have gotten ghosted, because this is ghosted, isolation, and mystical. This is this could be a ghosting. So someone could feel bound up, you know, as to why someone has ghosted them. Looks like somebody's got a soulmate here, though. Someone's calling in something beautiful, strong, something that's enduring. Someone's longing for another person. Someone's dreaming about someone. That's what I'm getting. Someone is dreaming about someone. Somebody's longing for someone. There could be distance or just emotional distance here. There could be a divorce, separation. Like I said, there's some type of distance here. And someone feels tied up. So this can be someone who is longing for a reconciliation. Whether they're wanting to reconcile with reconcile a marriage, or they're wanting to reconcile with someone who they felt a deep bond with. It does feel like someone is feeling bound to a situation, either due to a divorce, marriage, so something here that someone's tied up in. Yeah, there's a snake right there. Look like the same snake right here. What is this snake about? What is this all about? You got a snake out here, and I'm wondering if it's someone, like, someone needs to cut their grass down some low, cut their grass down a lot lower so they can see the snake here, because there's a snake in the grass here. This snake in the grass could be someone's friend, someone's family member, someone's spouse. Somebody is trying to convince someone not to do something, or there's an energy here where someone may have already taken the advice of a snake here, which is why they're bound. What is this deception all about? This deception is moving in silence. Why is someone watching their step? What's going on? It definitely has something to do with a commitment of some sort. Whether it's a marriage, whether it's someone seeing that someone is going into a higher level commitment. It feels like someone planted seeds into something that now has their hands tied. And they're like, she looks like she's watching through some bushes. She looks like she's watching a couple here. And she looks sad. She's disappointed. So this is someone who feels like they missed an opportunity with someone who's their soulmate, or they feel is a soulmate. Like, this person is dreaming about someone. Pisces energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is someone feels limited in their ability to attract, call in, or move forward with something because of a separation, distance, or something about a broken agreement that they have with someone. Someone's watching somebody take a leap here. Yeah, somebody's sad. They're grieving. They can't move. Maybe someone can't make a move because they're in a marriage, or they have to go through a divorce first. They're committing to see something all the way through. It's almost like someone feels like they're running out of time. Look at Judgment out here. Yeah, Death card. Yeah, Scorpio energy. The Emperor. Yes, 8 of Cups. Somebody here, 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Something is definitely about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. 4 of Wands. Something is definitely about a marriage, a commitment, a community. Someone missing an opportunity because it feels like ties and obligations. And someone is like, they don't want to miss this opportunity with someone. So they want something to happen rather quickly. So if they're going through a divorce, they're trying to end something rather quickly because they don't want this person to move on from them, because they feel like this is their person. The thing is, there's a Queen of Cups here who is loving on herself, nurturing on herself, and somebody is eyeing this Queen of Cups for marriage and commitment here. Seven of Cups definitely has options. Queen of Pentacles. And those options see this person as marriage material. Tell me about the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Two of Cups, yeah. This is about a union, marriage, partnership. This is a happy relationship. Someone, a potential soulmate here. So someone could see a water sign as a soulmate here. What action is someone wanting to take? Nine of Pentacles. Someone's trying to free themselves to become single, but they also need to work on their finances here. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who's independent, financially stable, secure, or they could be already financially stable and secure. They're just not single. The action that someone wants to take is independent wealth. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. There's a separation, divorce, or broken agreement out here. The Chariot, Cancer energy, Pisces, Cancer energy. Yeah, somebody's trying to free themselves. Clarify. Somebody's trying to free themselves. Somebody's very determined. Yep. There's that Knight of Swords energy here. Somebody trying to seize the moment. Someone's trying to come into battle for something that they truly want here. It's like somebody doesn't want someone to... There's the Six of Pentacles. Someone doesn't want someone to share someone. Someone doesn't want someone to breadcrumb someone. Someone doesn't want someone to get support or help or love from anyone else. Strength card. Leo energy. Someone's trying to build up the confidence to make a move here. What's the Snake energy then? If this is what someone's doing, what's the Snake? Who's the snake here? Because there is some type of influence here. The Page of Cups. It could have something to do with a child. It could have something to do with someone who is... someone giving someone a message. What's the Page of Cups? What's the Page of Cups here? It could have something to do with a child. This is falling right on top of the water sign, the Lovers. Yeah, somebody here. It's about someone's choices. It could have something to do with another union that someone has with the Page of Cups. Someone could have made an offer to someone when they were in this... someone's very naive here. They were naive about a choice, or they didn't really think something through. Some type of, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So the Snake is them trying to maybe possibly like find a way out of something and moving silently. They could be trying to seek some type of advice on how to make this move. But it's also given like there's some type of outside influence. It could have something to do with family. It could have something to do with some organization, some community here, trying to persuade this person to choose. Somebody has something in their ear. Somebody in their ear. I said something, but hey. It could be like, I hear voices. What's that song? Who is that? Wrestler. You guys that know I watch wrestling. Randy Orton. I love his intro song. It says, I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. So maybe somebody's just hearing voices. Maybe somebody's got some going on here where they are talking themselves out of opportunities here. And now somebody's burdened. You got the Ten of Swords. I mean, the Ten of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy here. Somebody's weighed with another obligation here, and they're burnt out because they're listening to the influences around them. What is this? It could have something to do with money, stability, family, image, Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here could be possibly going through an awakening, and in this awakening, they're realizing that maybe they were lied to, deceived. Eight of Cups, yeah. Someone wants to leave something behind because they feel like whatever this is that they joined themselves up with, it is not emotionally fulfilling. Someone wants to move on from that. I feel like someone wants to sever ties with something from the past or someone from the past. However, they don't want to miss this opportunity with a potential soulmate by taking too long to dissolve something here. Death card to the devil here. So someone has to put an end to a karmic cycle, a karmic situation that is no longer serving them in order for them to receive this soulmate connection. Tell me more about the soulmate connection here. There's the Queen of Cups with the Judgment. A final decision is being made concerning this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone's making a decision to possibly forgive themselves, forgive the past, forgive whatever happened, let bygones be bygones, because someone is ready to experience something new, fulfilling their happiness, new romance, someone who they could be loyal to, faithful to. So someone's letting go of their past. Someone's having to face, you know, their fears. Someone's having to face the truth about maybe, you know, something that just didn't work out for them. This could be you, collective. You're facing the truth about decisions that you've made in the past, and you're letting go of the burdens. Like, you know, we all make mistakes, and we can't hold on to those mistakes. We have to move on. We learn our lessons and we move on from them. And I feel like someone is doing that. But there's some type of influence, and that influence could be some fear, you know, because, and it happens like where you afraid of being hurt again, afraid of being burnt by someone else. And, you know, I feel like there's a cycle that's coming to an end. We have Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy out here, Sagittarius. Lots of water energy out here. We do have some fire, but I do see where some type of bondage, codependency, someone maybe abusing someone, abusing a situation, abusing someone's love, that is over. Okay, so it feels like a cycle of someone accepting the wrong offers is over. Yeah, somebody's been dealing with anxiety here. I feel like somebody has a fear of commitment. And even though they have the soulmate connection that they're looking at, there's something that's influencing them to stay where they are. So they are stuck in their mind, and they're stuck, you know, possibly deceiving themselves or being deceived by others. See, someone here may be concerned about all the wrong things, the outside of some things, and not what they truly feel on the inside. I'm hearing an old song. Don't be afraid of the way you feel. I almost lost it for a second because it came so quick. Oh, I just said that. Yeah, somebody almost lost it because it came so quick. And they were afraid of the way they feel. The song is Don't Be Afraid of the Way You Feel. It's real love. It's real love. Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time. I think it says open your heart and you'll see it clear. Okay, so somebody is experiencing real love, or someone experienced this recently and they were afraid of the way they felt. And I feel like someone could have sabotaged the connection by making dirt. I'm hearing dirtying it up, making it toxic, making it karmic, making it more difficult than it needed to be. And I feel like someone was persuaded by something in their mind, some fear, something, maybe their circle, who, whatever this is, someone maybe realizing that they sabotage the situation here. They could have judged someone incorrectly. Now they want forgiveness here. Yeah, look, soulmate is coming out here again. Interview. Someone wants to talk, have a conversation, and get on the same page. Someone is at a distance from someone. They could be blocked off. Why is there no communication? Or it feels like there's no communication. It feels like someone is left to dream about someone here. Okay? Because this soulmate card is giving that someone is dreaming, thinking about someone, longing for someone, but they haven't been able to make a move because of something that's keeping them put. Okay? I feel like meanwhile that is happening, someone is about to reveal their feelings here. Someone's about to get ghosted, blocked, cut off. Okay, we have ghosted out here twice. So either someone already got ghosted because someone wanted to confess their feelings to someone else, or someone's about to be ghosted because someone is about to reveal how they truly feel in this with this soulmate connection. Someone could have definitely ghosted someone, cut someone off in the past to go after what feels like a soulmate union here. Someone's blocked, okay? I felt that anyway, like I said, so there's like no communication. Someone's been ghosted, blocked, cut off. And I feel like someone wants to express something to someone now. Ascension, maybe that they've waken up, but there's an energy of retaliation out here too. So somebody here is ascending, they're on their spiritual path, and there's somebody here who wants to retaliate against someone because they feel threatened. Okay, so I'm getting that the third party, the snake energy can be someone connected to this person's past. It could be a current partner who they're going through some separation with, or some relationship is just kind of rocky, and I feel like someone knows that where their heart is and what it is that they really want to do is going to bring about some type of retaliation on them, because someone's going to feel embarrassed or made a fool of, or this already happened. Somebody could feel like they were played, or they could be embarrassed that someone is choosing a spiritual path, or that someone is choosing a divine counterpart and letting go of karmic connections. Someone wants something real. Someone wants something that is fulfilling here. But it's someone out here who feels threatened and wanted to retaliate against someone. I don't know who that person is. To those of you who this resonate with, this can be someone who was a lover who's now turning into a damn enemy. They're watching someone go into a connection and they feel embarrassed and intimidated and threatened, and they could possibly be allowing something to influence them to sabotage this connection here, to bring about an ending, to cause some type of karmic interference, so that someone, I'm hearing, if I can't get it, nobody can get it. So someone wants to sabotage a connection for someone else because it makes them look bad. I don't understand. Like, it makes me feel like someone here, yeah, because they see unconditional love here with somebody. They see someone who's giving and receiving unconditional love, and somebody's going to feel some type of way. I told you, somebody is watching somebody, sees someone in their dreams. Someone's dreaming about someone, or there's some telepathic communication, and that's exactly what this is. Telepathic dreams and songs. Someone could send someone songs. I feel a deep emotional spiritual connection out here, but I also feel that it's it has to be protected. Someone needs to watch their steps and move silently when it comes to this new connection, whether it's new or it's been around and it's just been private. There's a snake that is influencing someone. Somebody could have mental illness. Yes, you have a twin flame connection, the one mirrored soul and pledge. Yes, someone needs to cleanse their energy. Meditate, clearing space, and remove the negativity. If if you feel like something is a little off, it's because there is some type of karmic influence out here from either side. Yeah, somebody wants a family. Let me get one more here. Yeah, on the verge. Proposal offer, proposal, commitment, and anxiety. This is bringing someone anxiety to feel that someone is going to make an offer to another person. I thought I had them. Somebody thought they had someone stuck. Look, pregnancy test. Someone can't keep someone back. It's like every time they think that this person is locked in, this person's heart keeps going. Look, divorce, breaking contract is coming out here again. We have it out here twice. And we have total drama and action. Someone wants a divorce. Some contract is over. Okay? But there's total drama around it. And it has something to do with someone feeling like they were made a fool of. So maybe one of these people in this connection are moving on towards a soulmate connection. And another person is watching. And maybe someone doesn't realize that I'm still hearing this song by Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. It's this devil energy here. The devil, someone feeling offended that someone is choosing to move on. In some cases, someone was trying to keep someone bound, stuck, not wanting them to move on while they were being a snake to them. So make that make sense. You're not even treating someone right. And you want them to stay bound to you. Someone wants to be free. Someone's heart recalls a time where they were happy. Burning evidence. But this can also speak of someone who should have taken the opportunity when they had it. Someone could be burning someone's things or burning some evidence of something. What happened here? Somebody burned some evidence. Tantric sex. Someone burned some evidence that they sexual protection. Someone's hiding something about their sexual encounter. Maybe some messages or something's inside of a document that pertains to some type of sexual encounter. Or someone was doing sex magic, some type of burning ritual to get someone to stay to them, to stick with them. Someone could have done something so that someone doesn't find another person physically or sexually attractive anymore. Already knowing the tea. So someone looks like a fool. They look like a clown to someone else now. Game over. Yeah, it's almost like someone did something to try to alter the appearance of something, to make someone look foolish or to make someone look unattractive to another person. But they're burning the evidence of what they did. They could have did some type of burning ritual or something like that. But someone definitely was using sex something with tantric sex, sexual protection. And then it says game over. So I don't know if someone is trying to hide the fact that they had some type of sexual encounter or connection with someone, expecting new beginnings. Someone could be pregnant. So someone could be hiding the evidence. Oh, okay. This is why someone could be feeling stuck, because what they're keeping from someone who they truly desire is that they got entangled in a sexual encounter and they could have gotten someone pregnant. Yeah, they didn't know that someone was doing this intentional. Tantric sex and sexual protection. We don't have to use protection. It's just me and you. Someone was doing something to trap someone. Now game is over here. It could have been, you know, with burning somebody. But anyway, it could have been that someone, you know, slept with someone with the intentions of locking them up, binding them, you know, emotionally or financially, or causing them to feel confused about who they really want to be with. Because you know how sometimes you put it on a person good enough, they get all confused. They start making different life choices. And I feel like that's what happened for somebody. Somebody went out here and they got themselves entangled in a sexual encounter, which allowed them to miss out on an opportunity with someone who they're longing for now, because game is over. Someone already know the tea. Someone already know what someone did. And I see someone is looking at another person as they go into a union. Someone is avoiding another person. They don't want this person to see them because they look like a fool. And then somebody's avoiding someone because they feel like this person is in another connection, which they could be, or something new is coming in for somebody for sure. Okay. For this person who is, somebody's definitely, I think they're right. Someone is getting a new contract. I feel like somebody went after some type of sexual passion, expecting a new beginning, and I feel like someone's going to be embarrassed here. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play. At work in your love life, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You deserve love. So someone is realizing that they deserve love. They're ready to move on from some drama. Someone's ready to get a divorce and go towards something that they feel is emotionally and spiritually divine. Like it was fated to happen. Free yourself. Yeah, somebody needs to free themselves from a karmic connection. They're getting a separation, divorce, or something like that. They're realizing that they deserve love too, because it looks like someone who they were with may have, you know, there could have been some deception around this. And now someone is like wanting to express their love to someone new. They feel like they're hoping that they are worth waiting for. They're hoping that someone just doesn't give up or move on to someone else. It's the same energy that I was feeling in the beginning, because somebody's hands are tied. But I gotta say that for some, you know, someone may have rushed into something and they had to kind of like go through a cycle. I'm hearing something about 7 years, okay? 7-year cycle or something like that someone had to go through. And now this is coming to an end. Love yourself first and engagement. Yeah. Someone sees that someone loves themselves, pours into themselves, or that they need to love and pour into themselves, and that their self-respect makes them more romantically, what does it say? More romantically attractive. Somebody's love life is going into an engagement. And the thing is, I can't tell whether it's just someone meeting someone new after dealing with a karmic lesson, because it feels like that, or if someone is planning to try to hurry up and get a divorce, let something go because they don't want to miss an opportunity. I feel like someone wants to come in before someone, gets locked down. One person was given too much in a relationship, okay, and someone, you know, starting to see the red flags. It says don't dismiss the red flags. You know, something is not balanced with someone, and that's probably why something is why someone could be rejecting someone. Somebody's blocked someone, cut them off because it was a one-sided connection. Someone realized the red flags in it, and someone cut someone off. Now they're going to be having lots of time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy with whoever this other person is here. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. We have that out here twice. Someone's going through an ascension here. So I feel like what they're realizing is that they have to love themselves. Someone was possibly making decisions off of lust, passion, not doing things in integrity, taking leaps of faith towards things that were not in alignment with their purpose and their destiny. And I feel like someone is starting to ascend. Someone is waking up. Someone is ready to be their true, authentic self, and they're ready to go after something that they feel they truly deserve and desire. I feel like somebody's ready to release burdens, whether it's in a divorce, and they let that go. And hopefully they're not listening to whatever this snake is, you know, that has possibly talked them out of opportunities before. And they're going to go after something here. Somebody's going to take a leap of faith. It is safe to make the move you're considering. And it's saying, asking, does a situation align with your values and morals? If it doesn't, then you don't do it. Okay, so if you're walking in integrity and your values and morals is that, you know, you don't cheat on your spouse, or you don't engage yourself in third-party situations, then you don't want to, you're not going to do those things that go against your values and your morals. So I feel like someone is taking a leap of faith, but they want to do it in integrity. They don't want to have someone just out here, or they shouldn't want to. Let's just say that someone shouldn't want someone to wait for them while they go through something, because it feels like that's what someone wants. We got to be honest. We got to be fair. Sometimes people, you know, stuff draw out for a long period of time. And I just don't feel like it's fair to sit there and wait. But that's just my opinion. You know, no one has to wait on anybody. But I feel like someone wants someone to do that. And maybe they're going to come through and do exactly what they say, because I feel like someone wants to. But be careful about something being strictly sexual, okay? Having a passionate but not enduring connection. I feel like someone is leaving that behind. I feel like someone is realizing that something was just sexual and they feel foolish, okay? Whether it's you may feel like, hey, something was strictly sexual. I was waiting for this person to get a divorce, or I was waiting for this person to see my value. But now I'm walking away. I'm letting it go. I'm ready to entertain something new. I feel like that's what some of you are at. You're accepting the fact that something here was strictly sexual. For others of you, you know, there could have been some financial challenges that were affecting a connection here as well. And somebody's starting to accept both. Somebody's accepting the fact that, hey, this is what it was. It was strictly sexual, or it was strictly financial, whatever the case is. Like because somebody's going with their intuition now. Somebody's like, you know, I've got to love on myself. I got to do what makes me happy. And someone feels that there's a fated, destined partnership that's out here for them. But they know they've got to cut ties. Look, marriage. Somebody could be married and they could realize they're involved with a karmic partner. The connection is just karmic. It's a lesson that they had to learn in this situation. Yeah. Any final message? Where do we go at with this? Let's go here. Final message for the collective. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So someone may have tried to force something in the past, tried to make something be, tried to make something work. Someone is having to realize that if it's for you, it will be effortless. You don't have to put in all that work just to get nothing in return. I feel like someone has been dealing with one-sided relationships where they were doing all the work and someone was not reciprocating. The message here is that surrender to allowing things to flow naturally. Don't try to force it. Don't try to rush it. If it's for you, it'll be there when you get there, okay? Let me get one more. Surrender your fear of change. I said that in the beginning that someone was afraid of going towards a connection that they feel is fated. Someone was afraid, possibly based on what they went through in the past. They were afraid that something wasn't going to work out. They were afraid that with financial challenges coming out, they could have been worried about their money, their stability, this connection that they still had going on. Someone was worried and having fear about some change. Okay, and the universe is reminding someone that they are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So someone needs to let go of that fear of change, okay, because change is inevitable. Things are going to change in life. We roll with the punches. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we do what we have to do to adjust and move forward. And someone may have been afraid to make that change, like Michael Jackson, make that change. Someone's name could be Michael or Jackson, first or last name. But because they were afraid to make that change, they could have missed out on opportunities in the past. And I feel like someone is hoping for another chance, or somebody's getting another chance after a divorce to connect, to have a loving connection here, okay? Someone definitely has to free themselves. They have to take back control of their life. Someone has to go through the proper, you know, legalities to completely free themselves. So if I were you and, you know, you were dealing with someone who's going through a divorce, I feel like they want you to wait. That is totally up to you. Or you may be going through a divorce and you're hoping that someone would wait. That is totally up to them. I would not stop someone and make them wait for me while I'm going through that. That's their choice if they choose to. But I know some people that want you to wait, honey. You'll be waiting. You'll be waiting. Because for some, you know, someone may have wanted you to wait, and then this person froze up and went back into the situation and bound themselves up because they were afraid of change. They were afraid of what would happen, what they had to give, because it was a one-sided connection. For some of you, this person, someone put you in that one-sided connection because they were afraid to give into the connection with you, especially after everything that they went through with somebody else. It's like this person wasn't even ready. Stop coming towards people when you know you're not ready. It's that simple too. Like if you know you're not ready to be all in, why even come? But I did see where someone feels like it just happened so fast. Like something happened so fast, possibly between you and someone or between them and someone else, until this person just kind of rushed into something. And before you know it, you know, they were in their feelings and, you know. So it could speak of something that was just rushed. You want to take your time. Don't rush it. Let something flow. Because I feel like someone could have messed up something, a connection here, because they rushed it. Anyways, let me get out of here. If any of this resonates, let me know, guys. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.